One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
McCaffrey on the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 74 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there.
It's nothing.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Joker. Watch out. Save.
On second down, McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run. It's Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
6 at the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Matt Breida, 36 yards. yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Watson just beating the play clock. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Toss. This is McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 15. Check 15.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. No. Check that. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 yards, first down Niners.
The 45-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the Bears' 47-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12.
Slam. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Ball carrier.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Dig in, let's go.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 20.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Then he finds Gronk. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Breida. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brought down at
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a timeout taken.
First and 10.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 50, it's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time Jackson will throw it. Escaping the pressure right. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's complete to Mooney. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Smith.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball there because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense. And
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bears will extend their lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
He's going to run again. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
22, 49ers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Watson, a bootleg, rolling to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
there he goes left side. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Tight go. Check 4. Hey, watch it.
Here's McCaffrey. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 at the Bears' 26-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2nd and 8.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Check, check, lefties. Check, 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 check.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go with McCaffrey. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
Turnover on downs.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to now get free.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Take it at the 37. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 9, Watson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards to pick up there. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey will try to run it in. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. Goodwin able to haul it in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. On 1st down, it's Sanders, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Byron Jones.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. But no, officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This is Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll get this one up to the 26. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
26-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And nothing but daylight ahead. And down to the 11. A big play there from McCaffrey. 61 yards. So they still need a touchdown, but that goes a big way in helping. They were almost given up for dead. That run, and we've still got a ball game here.
Yeah, hope is still alive, isn't it? No way does anyone run to the exits right now. Let's see how this thing finishes.
They'll run with McCaffrey. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
He's crossing. He's checking. Back. Check 15.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion. And they go with McCaffrey. They'll try and run it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
31. 49ers 29.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.